How many of you have seen these words or you've heard these buzzwords when it comes to how to build your strategy, how to build your brand, how to do social media, how to do marketing? Have you seen these words? Oh, know your why, your service offering, the audience, the content, and the growth, and then the future, where are you going? Like, these are buzzwords that we hear countless times. And sometimes it kind of annoys me because being in marketing for 15 years now, working with big companies and seeing some of the things that we're strategically trying to do to achieve a long-term goal, where we're planning not just for one video to go viral, but we're planning like a 3-year strategy, a 5-year strategy, sometimes even like a 8-year strategy. When I see some of the stuff, I'm just like, oh, are you kidding me? kind of thing. But the buzzwords are not evil or wrong. It's just the way that people would grab onto things and then they'll sort of just overuse it, and sometimes without context. So I'm going to express and explain how some of these buzzwords, how I would like to introduce it to you. These are some of the words that I try to use to help me when I'm doing things marketing wise, and also when I'm working with my clients. So rather than just thinking, oh, what's your why? Why did you start? Think of it of what drives you. What is driving you to want to create a community? Are you doing this for business? Are you doing this for passion project? If you guys could comment like in the chat so that I know, like, are you doing this for business purposes, or are you just doing this just for a passion project? Are you going to help people in the community? Like, what are your reasons for doing the desire to build? Because the driving force that you have will keep you on those down days when you get crickets. They'll keep you on the good days when so many opportunities come your way, but they don't quite fit your brand, the messaging of what you're trying to get across. And it will literally help you in the long run to know what is the reason why I'm doing this content. Why am I getting up extra early to record videos? Why am I editing this? Or why am I writing these emails? Why am I doing all of these things? Why am I thinking about this all the time? When you know what is driving you, is it fear of being poor that's driving you? Is it insecurity, the desire to be known? Is it the fact that you're just like, I'm actually ready. I feel like I've been waiting for a long time. I've been, working on my skills, personal development. God's been growing me, which is language that I use. And now you feel like you're ready to go. And for sharing, she says it's for business and to build a community of like-minded people. I love that, because I'm going to touch upon that as well. So once you know your drives, it links to, are you a giver? Because a lot of the time when you want to build something, let's say you want to build a friendship, you have to not just take. You have to also give. What are you giving? And is what you're giving what the other people on the other side actually are interested in? Which then leads to knowing the individual people that you're targeting. But rather than just seeing them as an audience, I need to build an audience, a community, an audience, look at them as individual souls. And I said not F and F, because they're not just friends and family. Sometimes what you're building can be for friends and family, and then there's other times when your friends and family are not the people you should be looking at. You need to be looking beyond. She said she wants to be with like-minded people, and that's such a good thing. So I'm actually going to break down later. Then you've also got, people say content, but for me, content is really just communication. You can communicate via writing, emails, your captions, what else? An ebook. You can write and communicate something to a particular type of person through different means of content. So it's not just everybody should be doing reels, everybody should be doing videos, although we know video is growing and it's advised on a lot of these platforms to do it. But the main thing I think we need to be focusing on is, am I communicating the right message? Whether it's video, whether it's a podcast, whatever it means you're using, the tool you're using, are you actually communicating something that's worthwhile? Which then leads to success. So a lot of people think success is growth in numbers, growth in money, or growth in status, social status. Like, I'm sitting with these people, I'm now on this flyer, I'm now being invited here, I'm now a guest here, there, and everywhere. And growth in our culture right now is seen as success. But I challenge that and I ask you, but is it really success? Because would it be successful for you to be known by everybody, but then the people who actually do life with you don't have the same experience. Is that actually success? Like, is that growth for you? Is that good? Because for me, success is not just one linear thing of I need to have more followers, then I feel like I'm successful. I need to be known. My brand has to be known, and I think I'm successful. For me, it's success is defined for me by, does this fulfill purpose? Does this help somebody? Does this push somebody further along their journey? Does this help someone? Does this actually serve someone? Am I giving something to somebody else? I'm just going to read a comment before I go into what I mean by eternity. I said, I love that. It's easy to forget that people are souls. You see more of what you are going to get out of the relationship rather than what you can give and how you can add true, authentic, and meaningful value, even if it's the 1 or the 10th. That's exactly it. Because in real life relationships, you don't just go up to somebody and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, can I have this, please? Oh, yeah, can I have this as well? Oh, can you see my, oh, do you think, what do you think about this? Oh, you don't ask questions about yourself just to get something out of somebody. You genuinely connect with people. And that's what I think sets you apart when you are online and you're trying to build an online community. It's actually being a giver in so many different ways, which we'll also be unpacking. So with eternity, again, as somebody who is a believer, I do think about what is life like after death. I do think about, I can't just have a future where it's just money. Money cannot just be it, because so we hear it a lot of the times where people are rich, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of wealthy things, and so wealth is not bad, but they don't necessarily have rich relationships, they don't necessarily have a loving community, they don't have other things that money cannot buy. So for me, it's the one day I'm going to have to meet with my maker. I want to meet with him. What report am I going to give about what I've done? So that motivates me more than just having to secure a future here. And that then naturally leads me to, if you're building a community,